Hello, today I'd like to show you some of the new features I've added to DFTFringe. Most of them involve the display of the interferogram and what channels the discrete Fourier transform uses to do the analysis. So let's get started here and let's load in an interferogram. So here is the interferogram. Doesn't look much different than before, but over here on the right hand side we have some new things. You can show the original interferogram in color, or you can show the channel that it has picked that has the most information in it. In this case it was the red channel, and if we pick the auto feature, it will pick the channel that has the highest amount of information it can find in it. Here's what the green channel looked like. Not much information there at all. Here's the blue channel, and here's the red channel. Okay, the next new thing I have added is that DFTFringe can automatically find the outline of the mirror in most interferograms. If the interferogram already had an outline file saved, it will use that and not try to find one, and that's what this one did when I loaded it. But we can force it to go find the mirror outline once again. So here I'll press the Auto Trace Outline button, and we want to select the outside outline, and so here we'll watch it find the outline. That's pretty close to being done. Just working on the edge a little bit. And now it's completed. If I had deleted the outline to begin with, I can go back and do that again. In this case, I'm going to watch it work on the red interferogram. Okay, let's watch it work on a green interferogram. That one's pretty fast. We see down here, whoops, it says it's using the red. Well, it did use the red because I had forced it to. Let's tell it to go to auto, and now tell it to do it again. So let's just take a look. Here is the best with the most channel, the channel with the most data in it, which is the green channel, and you can see it doesn't change any when I switch between those two. But here's what interferogram it found. There's a little bit of information in the red on this one. I don't think there's much in the blue. Nope. So I'll go back to red, and anyway, that's how that works. Alright, next let's take a look at just another example of an interferogram. This one isn't nearly as good of an interferogram, but just an example of that it still does work to find things, find the edge. And this is what the interferogram looked like in red. In this case, I think this interferogram has data spilling over into all the channels because it basically was overexposed. So we can try it here on this red channel. Oops, I didn't want to do that. There we go. Here it is on the blue channel. And here it is on the green channel. Alright, lastly I have an interferogram of a mirror with a hole in it. Let's take a look at that. There it found the outside. Let's take a look at the interferogram in color. This interferogram is wildly overexposed and has data in almost all the channels. But anyway, what I wanted to show is now how do we find the center hole. We do that by selecting center hole and then press on Auto Trace Outline once again. And there it found the center. Let's take a look at it in these various colors. Here it is in green, which is the one it probably used. Blue is just a slightly blurrier version, and in red it's just a mess. Anyway, all of this shows now that I thought it was important for you to see what channels it might be using for the DFTFringe. That way you can check on it to make sure that it's doing what you think it is doing. This information used to be stored over here on the Analysis tab in under Color Channel Select. That's no longer actually used, and I'm going to remove it from this area. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching.